to my video tutorial. I'm Jeralyn Isola, a third-year college student at St. Francis College, Gihonan. So in this video, I'm going to discuss a specific topic in probability, which is all about permutation. What is permutation? It is an arrangement of all or part of a set of objects with regard to the order of arrangement. For example, suppose we have a set of three letters A, B, and C. We might ask how many ways we can arrange two letters from that set. Each possible arrangement would be an example of a permutation. So the complete list of possible permutations with that given problem would be AB, AC, BA, BC, CA, and CB. Statisticians describe permutations as n distinct objects taken R at a time, where n is the number of objects from which the permutation is formed, while R is the number of objects used to form the permutation. So consider the example from above. The permutation was formed from three letters A, B, and C, so n is equal to 3, and the permutation consisted of two letters, so R is equal to 2. Substitute the given to the permutation formula, so we have the permutation of 3 taken 2 is equal to 3 factorial over the quantity of 3 minus 2 factorial, so it will become 3 times 2 times 1 over 1, which is equal to 6. Therefore, there are 6 ways on how we can arrange two letters from the set of 3 letters A, B, and C. There are 3 types of permutation. Firstly is when permutation of n different objects or when repetition is not allowed. Secondly is repetition is allowed. And lastly, permutation when the objects are not distinct or permutation of multisets. To clearly understand these categories, I'll give you more examples. Number 1 example. How many three-letter words with or without meaning can be formed out of the letters of the word swing when repetition of letters is not allowed? Here, n is equal to 5 as the word swing has 5 letters, while r is equal to 3 since we have to frame three-letter words with or without meaning and without repetition. The permutation of 5 taken 3 is equal to 5 factorial over the quantity of 5 minus 3 factorial. So 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 2 times 1 is equal to 60. Therefore, there are 60 ways or 63-letter words with or without meaning can be formed out of word swing when repetition of letters is not allowed. Number 2 example. How many three-letter words with or without meaning can be formed out of the letters of the word smoke when repetition of words is allowed? In this case, n is equal to 5 as the word smoke has 5 alphabets while r is equal to 3 since three-letter words has to be chosen. So when repetition is allowed, then the permutation will be equal to n times n times n until r times or equal to n to the exponent of r. Substitute the given to the formula, it will be 5 cubed. So 5 cubed is equal to 125. Therefore, there are 125 letter words with or without meaning can be formed out of the word smoke when repetition of words is allowed. For the permutation of n different objects, when p sub 1 objects among n objects are similar, p sub 2 objects of the second kind are similar, p sub 3 objects of the third kind are similar, and so on. So p sub k objects of the kth kind are similar, and the remaining of all are of a different kind. Thus, It forms a multiset where the permutation is given as n factorial over p sub 1 factorial times p sub 2 factorial times p sub 3 factorial until p sub n factorial. Example: how many permutations are there of the word Mississippi? We want to find the number of permutations of the multiset. So letter M has 1, letter I it's 4, and letter S there are also 4, and P 2. So thus n is equal to 11 because 1 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2. So n sub 1 is equal to 1, n sub 2 is equal to 4, n sub 3 is equal to 4, and n sub 4 is equal to 2. Then the number of permutations given by n factorial over n sub 1 factorial times n sub 2 factorial times n sub 3 factorial times n sub 4 factorial is equal to 11 factorial over 1 factorial times 4 factorial times 4 factorial times 2 factorial. This is the process of getting the permutations of multisets. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Thank you and God bless us all.